All right, Bandai, it's been like 3 months. You said it was coming in September. Come on, give me something good. Let me see here. Oh, good news. There is a new trailer. Here you go. What the f is this? That is the Nintendo Switch Edition trailer you were asking for. This is the 7th time this week you've uploaded that Switch trailer. Come on, there's motion controls. Give me that. Fine, I'll buy your stupid Switch Edition.
So Sparking Zero DLC 3 is actually real, and oddly enough, it only exists here on the Nintendo Switch version. That's right. This is the weirdest thing ever. I got tweeted this and sent messages about this over the past couple of days now. And it's so odd that out of anything, right? It's not listed on PlayStation, Xbox, any other console, not even Steam, right? But if you go on the Switch version, you search for Sparking Zero, they actually have it here. Obviously not out, doesn't, spoil or show anything. But here is the weirdest thing, right? And I pray that this is not actually real and it's just a placeholder. I'm assuming and I'm confident that this is just a placeholder, but you're seeing it above my head. It shows the estimated release date for May 31st, 2026. Now, we obviously know that's got to be a complete, I don't even know what that's supposed to be. But the weird thing about this, okay, the thing that doesn't make any sense to me is that the actual game, right, it lists it for 11/14/2025. That's when it's supposed to be, dropping, right? It's supposed to be dropping in like 2 months from now, literally 2 months from now, right? So that makes sense. And you can pre-order and everything. But why is it that the DLC, even as its separate thing that's already been released on every other console, right? Like Hero of Justice Pack, which was DLC 1, and DLC 2, which was the Diamond Character Pack 1, they're all still listing this May 31st, 2026 date. Now, this sounds really bad. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised at all. I would be pissed, but I would not be surprised if they just decided they were going to delay it to 2026, okay? And if we go to the description, it just says, contains playable characters from Dragon Ball Daima, blah, 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 right? It's so odd. Like, I don't know what the explanation for why even the placeholder date, right? This is shit that is already out. And like, here's this, right? The season pass bonus, that also releases on the 14th, right? Same thing with all the stuff that comes with it, right? For the Ultimate Edition, they have the Ultimate Upgrade Pack. These are all releasing at the same time as everything else, right? So far from what I'm seeing, I don't see the just like season pass separately sold. It's just the DLC from what I'm seeing that's separate. If we go to downloadable content here, yeah, it's just kind of separating everything. Nothing is together. Even Shallot, right? That's also 2026. So anything that's included in the season pass, other than the bonuses, are going to be dropping. I mean, we know it's not. That doesn't make any sense, right? We know it just cannot happen. It cannot happen. They cannot be releasing this shit in like 10 months, bro. Like, what the hell is this? That's ridiculous. Like, I don't understand. Like, I cannot believe they actually are listing the third DLC. Like, this is, like I said, as ridiculous as this sounds, this is the only proof of legitimacy, the only proof and evidence that DLC 3 is actually a real thing, and they just didn't fucking cancel it. Because, like, I wouldn't be surprised, because there's been nothing on it. There's been absolutely nothing on it. Now, we're supposed to be getting this pack. We're supposed to be getting it this month, right? Now, again, I wouldn't put too much stock or, believe in that Nintendo Switch date, but it's just kind of odd because, like I said, it's not listed anywhere else. Like, you can't see like a placeholder or anything on any other store except for the Switch version, which is just, it's so weird why the version that's hasn't even released yet is listing the thing that we've been wanting to see on every other console that's already out, right? But on the Steam version, again, we've seen it, we've said it a million times. It's supposed to be coming out from either July to September, right? It's already been, those 2 months have passed, right? We're in September. We are halfway through, literally halfway through September, and there still has been zero info. Now, that doesn't mean that it got canceled or it got delayed or anything like that. Compared to the other DLC releases, they've all been at the very end of the month that it was going to drop, right? So, again, we've talked about this before. Quarter 3, 2025, Diamond Pack 2, right? I am still holding on the hope that it is going to be dropping on probably the last week of September. I can't even bring up my calendar here, but whatever. Yeah, we still have like a couple more weeks left. Now, the only thing that is worrying me right now is the fact that there have been no V-Jump leaks, right? Before, for DLC 2, we were waiting on actual V-Jump leaks, which happened the day, like, right before the DLC trailer dropped, as well as if the trailer drops, it's going to be the launch trailer. It's also going to be releasing that same day. So the day we get the trailer is also the day we're going to be getting the actual DLC itself, right? So the fact that we're halfway through and I'm still not seeing any leaks yet or anything from Ryokucha is worrying me, just because Demon Slayer recently got leaks from it, but not this. But there still is time, right? The way that they release this information and stuff is kind of bad now. And that's the thing that I think has helped the Dragon Ball games, as crazy as it sounds, because it's leaks, right? Leaks usually aren't good. For something like this, where Bandai is just not really doing their job well enough, right? And it's true. It's 100% true. Bandai is not doing a good job of keeping us in the loop. They're not communicating. They're not showing anything. You know what they're fucking doing right now? They're just talking about the Switch version, right? We didn't even get this on the American version, but the Japanese Nintendo Direct showed Sparking Zero on the Switch. Nothing new. It was just like less than 10 seconds showing just clips from the game. And that was it. Just showing, like, trying to promote it, saying like, oh, by the way, you know, it was like in that sweet sequence of games, just like a bunch of different games that are third party or whatever that are coming out, right? For the Switch. Just Switch versions of the same shit that we already know, right? And that's all they've been doing so far. Any information that is Sparking Zero related has just been the Nintendo Switch trailers. And I've seen these trailers like 15 different times now on different channels and accounts, because there's like 50 different Bandai accounts, and for some reason they're not releasing them at the same time. They're releasing these like days apart, weeks apart, but it's the same fucking trailer, as you can see right here. 4 days ago, we got this one here. Nintendo dropped the same fucking trailer, right? Like every account, it's going to be on the Nintendo account and it's going to be on the Bandai account, but not just one Bandai account. There's also a European one. There's also a Japanese one. There's like 15 different Bandai channels, and they're all promoting it. Even if you go on the Dragon Ball Game official webpage or Twitter page or whatever, they're just promoting the fuck out of the Switch version, which I understand. I get, right? This is going to be pushing sales a lot. But wouldn't the DLC, the new shit, like the actual new content, also be something really important to push? Like, they could have been building this up, doing teaser trailers like every month, maybe dropping like a few characters, because we know there's going to be a lot of characters in this pack, right? At minimum, there's got to be at least 5. We've gone over the choices and the, you know, ideal character pack for Diamond Pack 2. So the fact that they're just constantly promoting the Switch version over anything, it's just over and over and over on every single website, right, is absolutely ridiculous, right? And the funniest part about this is the Switch version, like they have time to promote this, and they can promote both, right? But it's like they only want to promote this, and it's the most disappointing thing when they just drop the launch trailer with zero info or communication being given for fucking 4 months, right? There's been nothing, right? No leaks, no information, no teasers, nothing. They're not even listing it on any of the, you know, consoles stores except for the Switch version. And there's nothing on it except for just the logo that says DLC 3. Like, it's absolutely atrocious. This is the most diabolical point we've gotten to when it comes to the Dragon Ball console games. And I said this on Twitter, and I'm not the only one that's feeling this right now, okay? This whole video is just me venting. The Dragon Ball console games and just the Dragon Ball games in general, I'm not saying that they're dead necessarily, but they're feeling that way. It feels like every Dragon Ball game doesn't exist with the exception of pretty much Gekishin Squadra, because that one just came out and it's brand new, right? That's the only game that feels like a game that is existing. The other games don't even, like, they're not even here. Where are they, bro? Where are these games? What are they doing? And I'm not saying there's 0 players or like nobody's fucking playing or nothing. I'm not even saying that, right? I don't know about Xenoverse 2. You saw my video yesterday I posted, right? Xenoverse 2, I literally could not find a single match and I was there for 30 minutes. That is not a good sign for that game, right? Dragon Ball Legends making some of the most dog shit fucking choices. That new supporter system is horrible. The new LF that they dropped isn't horrible, but he's not really good. And like, there's just not really, I don't know, post-celebration, Dragon Ball Legends has just been going down. It's been going down, right? I don't know, we'll see maybe a recovery via Legends Fest, but that game is not doing too well. I'm hearing Dokkan, even Dokkan, right? People bitch and complain about Dokkan a lot, but they're saying that, I guess the new Broly update that they had, I've been hearing people say, like, even that is kind of, like, not really a good one. I don't know. I'm not really too heavily into the Dokkan sphere. We know Dragon Ball Breakers is fucking end of service. That shit's gone. You know, what else? Kakarot got its DLC, but after you play the DLC, there's no reason to really play it anymore. Fighters, again, there's no content. Like I said with Xenoverse 2, we're just waiting for content. And when the content comes, we're only going to be playing it for like less than a week, right? Same thing with Sparking Zero. We're playing that even less. We play Sparking Zero DLC for 2 days. 2 days maximum. Some people will play it for 1 day and not come back, right? Like, I don't know. Like, at this point, it's a sad, unfortunate truth, but until these games do something that makes me really, really want to play it, I'm literally just playing these games for content, and that is really sad. I don't want to do that. I want to play these games outside of just making videos. I love making videos on these games, right? I love these games, all of them. They're all great for the most part. But like, I don't know. Like, I'm not really jumping into them too often these days. Like, I just rather play other games, right? And I mean, that's always been the case for me. I'd rather choose to play, you know, like Pokemon or like a Mario game or like a Zelda game, right? You know, those just have kind of a lot more for me. I do love me some anime games and I do love me some Dragon Ball games, but I mean, it's just the cycle of life with these games, right? And it's getting hurt even more with the lack of communication, the lack of actual DLC, etc., right? And I'll hop on the Sparking Zero every now and again. I'll hop on the Xenoverse 2 every now and again, right? But not as much as I was, you know, in the past, right? And I think you guys feel the same way, right? And it, like I said, it's kind of an unfortunate thing, but I don't know if things will turn around. We'll have to see. If they would have just communicated a little bit more, kept us in the loop, I think I would be more excited and be like, you know, more inclined to want to play these games more often than I am now. Again, I'm not saying I don't play them, period, but it's not looking good. Like, right now, I just feel like everything's dead. It feels that way. I'm not saying it is. It just feels that way. All right. I talked long enough. Here's hoping for something this month. Again, don't believe or put too much stock into that date on the Switch version. I just wanted to bring it up because I thought it was absolutely ridiculous and hilarious. I don't know, man. Y'all take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm watching that Demon Slayer movie.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.